Wanna be True Team Movies here. Now, uh, now of course, 2021 is gonna be featuring include lots of TV shows and all that. So I'm gonna be doing my top, not 10, my top 20 anticipated TV shows coming in 2021. Mostly the new shows. I'm gonna do like a separate video talking about my anticipated returning shows and whatnot. So with that being said, here's my top 10 anticipated TV shows of 2021. Alright, number 20, I'm going to go with the Hulu miniseries simply titled Nine Perfect Strangers. Now, it does reunite Nicole Kidman with with her Big Little Lies career, and it's also based on the same book as Big Little Lies. Now, this is a similar to an Agatha Christie tale. It's set up of finds 9 Australians from completely different backgrounds meeting at an expensive mind embodying total transformation retreat at a mysterious residence called the Tranquilum House, overseen by Russian benefactor named Masha, played by Nicole Kidman. Kelly's take on the popular material is being directed by John Levine, who also gave us 50/50 and all. This sounds interesting. I mean, it does start a really interesting cast. You've got the likes of Melissa McCartney, Luke Evans, Micah Shannon, Regina Hall. I think this actually sounds like a really interesting series. So I'll definitely give this one a watch whenever it premieres in on Hulu next year. Alright, speaking of Hulu, coming in at number 19, I'm going to go with Dopesick. It is Danny Strong, of course, the same guy who gave us, Empire, The Butler, and all. And this is pretty much like a series about the epicenter of the opioid drug trade, and this actually sounds really intriguing. And a great cast. You got the likes of Michael Keaton, Peter Sarsgaard, Caitlin Dever, Will Poulter, Rosario Dawson, and it pretty much falls into like the footstep of the other drug trade shows like Hightown. And this has a bit of this sounds like it could easily become the next Breaking Bad, I'm guessing. But hey, lots of opioid crisis-based films out there nowadays, so I think this could be really interesting. So I'm definitely keeping my eye out for this one. Alright, coming in at number 17, Coming in at number 18, we got Superman and Lois. Of course, this is the new Superman series for the CW. I'm really looking forward to check this one out. I mean, Taylor Hoagland, I think he's a really good Superman. Elizabeth Tulloch is playing the role of Lois Lane. We're supposed to be getting Clark Kent and Lois Lane's kids in this. I think this could be really interesting. I mean, it could be a dumpster fire. That's always a possibility. But I'll give the a benefit of the doubt. Alright, coming in at number 17, I'm going to go with ABC's new miniseries, The Women of the Movement. Now, this is a upcoming historical drama which is supposed to have 6 episodes, and it will center on Mamie Till Mobley, played by Adrienne Warren, who is devoted her life to seeking justice for her son Emmett Till, who's going to be portrayed by Cedric Joe. Niecy Nash portrays the role of Emmett Till's grandmother. I mean, the whole Emmett Till story is tragic, so I'm really curious to see how they're going to the story they're going to be telling with this. This is supposed to be like an interesting move. I mean, with everything going on today with the Black Lives Matter movement and all, this is definitely an interesting story to tell. I mean, I'm surprised they have not really, like, there's been like Emmett Till documentaries and whatnot. I was surprised they never really done like a limited series or a film or whatnot about Emmett Till. So, I mean, this could be really interesting. Alright, number 16. Now, I'm still not 100% sure if this is even coming next year. But, they're still, they're almost finished shooting and whatnot. So, maybe it could come out next year. And that is the Lord of the Rings series for Amazon. Now, of course, after all these years, Peter Jackson gave us the Lord of the Rings trilogy and whatnot. And this new, Lord of the Rings, it's supposed to be Amazon's most big budget, most expensive, series to date. So, yeah, Amazon has, quite a hand up their sleeve. And this is supposed to take place pretty much, before the events and whatnot. I think this could be really interesting. You've got J.A. Benoit directing. Uh, this could easily become the next Game of Thrones. I mean, of course, we gotta wait till 2022 for the Game of Thrones spin-off. So while we wait for that, hopefully this Lord of the Rings series could be decent. I mean, lots of networks and whatnot are trying to find their next Game of Thrones. So hopefully this could be it. All right, coming in at number 15, I'm gonna go with the HBO Max Limited series, I should say, called Generation. It is co-created by Zelda Barnes and her, as well as her father and screenwriter Daniel Barnes, who also directed the movie Won't Back Down. The series follows a group of high school students whose exploration of modern devices, and it's pretty much like Euphoria in a way. Anyway, I really, what HBO did with Euphoria, I thought was really great. So maybe this could be I don't know, maybe the next Euphoria, I'm guessing, but I'm really looking forward to check this one out. It's supposed to be created by Lena Dunham, so there's that. It's supposed to be inspired by Lena Dunham's childhood, so, I mean, hey, Mindy Kaling just did a show about her childhood, and that show was pretty good, so hopefully this could be pretty decent. Alright, another Amazon series, number 14, I'm going to go with Invincible. Now, it's about Mark Grayson, who is this normal teenager, except for the fact that his father, Nolan, is the most powerful superhero on the planet. Shortly after his 17th birthday, Mark begins to develop superpowers of his own and enters into his father's tutelage. This sounds really interesting. I mean, they did, of course, drop the trailer back in Comic-Con back in July. It looks entertaining, looks fun. Looks like it could easily become like an animated Deadpool. It has a bit of a Deadpool vibe to it. I mean, Amazon, of course, gave us The Boys, so we saw how good that was. So hopefully this could be really decent. And the lead voice is, of course, the guy from The Walking Dead, Steven Yeun. So there's that. And it's also, and speaking of The Boys, it's from Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. So we know this is gonna be pretty decent. All right. Number 13, I'm going to go with the Disney Plus series Hawkeye. Of course, this is supposed to have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. I'm really looking forward to see where they're going to take this Hawkeye series. There's not really much plot details or anything, so I have no idea what this Hawkeye series is even going to be about. But hey, I think they're of course shooting, so this could easily come out in 2022. But I'm really intrigued to check this one out. Alright. Coming in at number 12, I'm going to go with Disney Plus' series Ms. Marvel. Now, this is going to be Marvel's first ever Patrick Scanning led hero, which I think is really cool. And, of course, the character is Kamala Khan, who is played by this newcomer named Iman Vellani. And I think this is going to be an awesome show. It is supposed to be from the same people who gave us Bad Boys for Life, so there's that. I mean, I have not really played the Avengers game. I saw couple of tidbits of Kamala Khan in the new in the recent Avengers game, and Kamala Khan looks like a really fun character. So if they were able to get that into a feature series, I think Ms. Marvel, we have a win on our shoulders with this one. All right, 11. I'm still not sure if this is even coming out next year, but I don't know. We'll see if because of course they ended up delaying production and whatnot, so this could easily get delayed to 2022. But I am really pumped for this show, so I gotta add it. That is Chucky, the new Chucky series. And here's what it's about. It's gonna be sci-fi and USA, by the way. After Chucky, after a vintage Chucky doll turns up at a suburban yard sale, and an American town is thrown into chaos as a series of horrifying murders begin to expose the town's hypocrisies and secrets. Meanwhile, the arrival of enemies and allies from Chucky's past threatens to expose the truth behind the killings, as well as the demon's untold origins as seemingly an ordinary child who somehow became this notorious monster. So this is going to go into the mind of who, Chucky was. Of course, the character is Charles Lee Ray. So we're going to see who Charles Lee Ray was. We're going to see his childhood and whatnot. Which, that's literally something we have not really seen before. So I hope they do get this premiere maybe next October or whatnot. Because I am so pumped for this. And despite it going to the Sci-Fi Network, they're able to use about up to 10 F-bombs. So this definitely piques my interest. Alright, number 10, I'm going to go with the Disney Plus series of The Mighty Ducks, which is Mighty Ducks Game Changer. Now a powerhouse in his division, the Mighty Ducks Junior hockey team is selective about what makes the cut after being kicked out. A 12-year-old named Evan, and at the urging of his mother, forms a new hockey team of underdogs with the help of the original Mighty Ducks coach, Gordon Bombay. Now, of course, Emilio Estevez is returning. I really like the Mighty Ducks films. They're really fun. They're, family friendly. They're definitely some fun films. So, cannot wait to check out the series when that premieres. Number 9, I'm going to go with the Blind Spotting series. They still don't really have a title for this or anything, but it's where, as Ashley, partner of 12 years and father of their son Miles, is suddenly incarcerated, leaving her to navigate a chaotic and humorous extensive crisis when she's forced to move in with Miles' mother and half-sister. Now, if you guys never really seen Blind Spotting, it starred Daveed Diggs. Rafael Casal was great. I love Blind Spotting. That movie was so darn good. It's, of course, the series does star the girl from Hamilton fame. Dang, what's her name again? Jasmine Cephas Jones. Of course, she's returning. Rafael Casal, obviously, he's probably gonna have like a little cameos, most likely. I don't know, most likely when Ashley sees him in prison, I'm guessing. And of course, Helen Hunt's supposed to be in this, so there's that. I mean, I really quite like Blind Spotting, so seeing that get turned into a TV show, I guess you could say it's a bit of a sequel or whatnot, or a spin-off. So I'm definitely interested to check this one out. Alright, coming in at number 8, I'm going to go with Young Rock. Now, this is a series about a young version of Dwayne Johnson. And the synopsis sounds really pleasant. As Dwayne Johnson runs for president in 2032, he takes a comedic look back at his extraordinary life through the outrageous stories of his family and youth that shaped him into the man he is today. I mean, this sounds awesome. It looks like it's going to be about Dwayne Johnson obviously is going to be narrating. Similar to, I'm getting a bit of like a Goldberg's vibe to this. I'm getting a bit of a Fresh Off the Boat vibe. I'm getting a bit of a Young Sheldon vibe. This does sound a little bit like those shows right there. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Alright, coming in at number 7, I'm going to go with the Halo series. Of course, Halo is based on the very popular video game and all. I'm looking forward to check out this Halo series. Halo is, of course, set to follow an epic 26th century conflict between humanity and an alien threat known as the Covenant. Halo will weave deeply drawn personal stories with action, adventure, and richly imagined version of the future. Pablo Schreiber from Orange is the New Black fame is playing the role of Master Chief. So, yeah, I'm super pumped for this one. Now, this could easily get a little delay because they did sort of hold production due to the epidemic. But that aside, I'm hoping this does get out on premiere next year. Because Halo is a pretty popular IP game. And seeing that, they've been trying to get a Halo movie off the ground for years. So if you can't get a movie off the ground, I guess the TV show is a great way to go. And I believe this is supposed to be, I could be mistaken. I believe this is going to be Showtime's first ever sci-fi series. So that's pretty cool right there. So yeah, I'm hoping this thing does get premiered next year. Because I'll love to see this when it premieres. Alright, coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with the Cowboy Bebop series. Now, of course, the stars John Cho as the role, as the role of Spike and Spike Spiegel, and I mean Cowboy Bebop. I used to watch the Cowboy Bebop anime series back in the days. I always dug the series, so I'm looking forward to see how cool that will be in live action form. Now, the series could have easily had premiered this year if it wasn't for the pandemic and whatnot. But I'm happy that this is coming out. John Cho, I think he's going to be a really good, good at portraying the role of Spike Spiegel. I'm really curious to see how great John Cho will be in this. Yeah, I mean, this could go two ways. It could be, a terrible adaptation, or it could be awesome. We'll see, but yeah, I definitely cannot check this one out. Alright. Coming in at number 5, I'm going to go with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, of course, this is the new Disney Plus Marvel series, starring Anthony Mackie as the Falcon with Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. I'm really looking forward to see where they're going to take this. The trailer looks really decent. It is premiering in March, so there's that. So hopefully it'll be pretty decent. Alright, coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with What If. Now, this is pretty much like a what if storyline. Like, let's say, and you're supposed to have Jeffrey Wright, who's going to be voicing, like, the Watcher here. And it's pretty much something that, like, is going to be changing the MCU in a way. Like, let's say, for example, the what if storylines will include, like, what if, T'Challa, was born into the galaxy instead of Star-Lord. What if Peggy Carter became Captain America instead of Steve Rogers? I mean, this definitely sounds like it'd be really interesting. So, can't wait to check this one out. Alright, number 3, I'm going to go with The Book of Boba Fett. Now, of course, this kind of got teased at the end of Mandalorian Season 2. And I cannot wait to check this series out. I mean, it's, of course, going to be a Boba Fett series. So, yeah, this could be terrible. That's always a possibility, but can't wait to check out. I mean, Boba Fett, played by Tamara Morrison, was a really cool character. So, and I've always loved the Boba Fett character. So, seeing, like, a series, surrounding Boba Fett could be really interesting. And it's supposed to premiere in December 2021. So, there's that. Alright, coming in at number 2, I'm going to go with the Loki series. Now, of course, Tom Hiddleston, reprises his role as the top character of Loki. And this is supposed to be the, Loki from the Avengers, not the Loki that became good and whatnot. I mean, you're supposed to also have the likes of Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Owen Wilson, Richard E. Grant, Sasha Lane is supposed to be in this. I mean, I've always loved the Loki character, so seeing like a spin-off of Loki, can't wait to check that one out. Alright, my number 1 anticipated show of 2021 is going to be Disney Plus's WandaVision. I mean, this show, it looks really trippy. This, of course, is supposed to take place inside Wanda's head, so there's that. It looks like a love letter, like a homage to those classic TV sitcoms, whether from I Love Lucy to The Honeymooners. I'm hoping Full Houses get parodied a little bit. So, yeah, this is definitely one I can't wait to check out. I mean, it premieres this month, or I should say, it's pretty much going to be premiering pretty soon. We're, after the first will be January, so it's going to be premiering this whole month, so hopefully it'll be good. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 29 Perfect Strangers, 19 Dopesick, 18 Superman and Lois, 17 The Women of the Movement, 16 Lord of the Rings, 15 Generation, 14 Invincible, 13 Hawkeye, 12 Miss Marvel, 11 Chucky, 10 The Mighty Ducks Game Changer, 9 Blindspotting, 8 Young Rock, 7 Halo, 6 Cowboy Bebop, 5 The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 4 What If, 3 The Book of Boba Fett, 2 Loki, and number 1 is WandaVision. Now, there's also other ones I probably could have had. Let me see what else is going to be premiering. There's, of course, like a... let's see. There's a Day of the Dead series premiering. Why the Last Man, The Old Man sounds interesting. Let's see. What else is here? The Never sounds interesting. Gossip Girl is returning. Home Economics. Let's see. Turner Hooch. I mean, boy, I could probably just pick 100. There's lots of shows that sounds interesting coming out this in 2021. But let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your anticipated TV shows coming in 2021? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim Moose signing out.